Hi everyone and welcome to day 29 of the July Colouring Challenge. We are down to our final three. Feel like someone off X Factor. We're down to our final three, so it's almost finished. I've really enjoyed the project despite the hiccup of the heat delay in the middle, but I hope you have too. So here we go with the third to last design, and this is another sort of life ring decoration type thing. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, I've gone for another water media, because I thought nautical, the ocean, water media, why not just slap some more water on the paper that we know can't take it? So this is the sort of reference inspiration that I'm using today. Found this one online. I wanted to have something different to the usual Lifesaver boy, and I thought this one was really cute. So that's what we're doing. Now the material that we are using today, as I said, is a water material, and it is the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer, I'm probably not saying that right, watercolour pencils. And this is a set of 36, and I think we'll hopefully find the colours that we need in this, because really we only need a blue, a brown and a sort of grey to make the white pop out. So just looking at these colours, just eyeballing them really, I'm thinking that we're going to go for this one in the corner here, which is called Light Ultramarine. I think that might be the closest that we get to that very light pale blue that we're after, because obviously I haven't got the full set of these, so we don't have a massive range. And like I said, we're going to need a grey, and I can immediately see that this grey is really the only one that we've got that's light enough to work, even though it looks to me like it might be a warm grey. Yeah, this is warm grey too. So, you know, I always think cool grey is good for shadows, but warm grey is just as good. It just depends what kind of shadow look you're going for. So we'll use that, and then I need a sort of brownish colour. Well, I need a brownish colour if I was doing the rope, but I've just realised that we're not colouring that, we're colouring this. So do I need a brownish colour for rope? I don't know. Maybe these little bits around the edge I'll colour brown. So these are some ochre colours, aren't they? We've got dark Naples ochre and raw umber. So maybe I might use those two. I'll keep them out for now. But I think that's all I'm going to really need to use, to be honest. I don't really want to get a darker blue on that, because it's going to start to turn very bright, which is not what I want. I mean, we've got the ultramarine here, which is the natural darker colour of the light ultramarine, but I don't really want it to go that vibrant, to be honest. So I'll shut up and get on with some colouring. So let me just give it a very quick sharpen. I don't want to sharpen these too much, because I'm just aware that we're losing watercolour pigment every time we do this. And of course I'm sharpening it all over my artwork like an idiot. Right, that'll do. So, oh dear, there we go, not made too much of a mess. Right, so we're all zoomed in, aren't we? Yep. So I'm going to put a bit of this blue down first, and I think I'm going to do the blue on the inside bits. So these bits that look like they're being overlapped. So let's see, let's put some blue on either side. So the inside and the outer edge as well. And then we'll use our water to drag that across and hopefully make a nice little blend. So I'll do all four of them together, and we'll see how the water reacts. Okay, so I've put a bit of pigment all the way around. Now it's time for the water. Okay, I'm going to try and attempt not to make it too wet, but this is a really big fat water brush. It's not the ideal thing to use really. I just want to soften the edges a little bit. I'm not doing anything fancy here at all. Just want to soften the edges so that we can see that we've got darker on the inner and outer parts, blending into the lighter centre. And of course I've got to be just really careful with how much water I'm putting on. So I'm going to leave that to dry and see where we are if I want to put any more pencil on that, because at the moment obviously it doesn't look very good at all. So I've now got my warm grey 2, which has got some blue on it from the sharpener, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing, and I'm hoping that we'll get a really pretty nautical vibe off of this. And I've already got some of the ink bleeding here. I'm just going to keep sort of wiping my brush so that we don't have an excess amount of water. Again, I really could have done with probably a paintbrush and a pot of water so that we didn't get that blur of water when we don't want it. But it's quite nice for this to have a watery effect, like I say, because of the subject matter. So I'm going to leave that again to dry just to see how it looks. Let's try that rope thing that I was on about doing. So really, I don't really know what these handles would look like, but we're just going to make them brown because of our inspiration image that had some brown on it and looked pretty. So just filling it in with the umber and the ochre. Again, I'm not going to bother with water for this. This is nothing special. We'll just use the pencil as a dry pencil for this. And now, what about a background? I don't know if I'm finished yet, but I just want to think about a background while I'm waiting for it to dry. You would think that we would need some sort of watery background, wouldn't you, really? But I think that's going to take away from the soft colours of the ring, and I want that to pop, which is difficult because it is a soft kind of pastel, very muted colour, so it's very difficult for that to pop. So I'm just trying to think what would be best for this. Maybe if we use like a dark blue, a really dark blue, like an indigo blue or something. What's this? This is literally dark indigo. I swear to God, I'm like, I can just pick out colours from. I wish I could do that for the lottery numbers, I tell you. So, dark indigo. See, that really is dark. That's what I'm talking about. Something that is still got blue tone to it, but it's really, really dark. So it's going to make this pop. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm just going to colour the inner edges of this circle. And then maybe I should just fill those in. They will become a bit, hopefully they'll become a bit lighter anyway when we put the water on them. Yeah, so I've just done a little circle of pigment there in the centre. Now let's see when we add our water, what that looks like. Just wiping off the excess and trying to be quick. Trying to be quick. Whoops. See, already I've got far too much water on this. It's starting to buckle straight away. Let's just paint these little outer corners. I don't particularly like that streak across there, and these should shift really because they're water media, but then again, it's the paper that makes the difference on how well they shift. So, I'll tell you what though, I don't hate it. Like I say, it's very watery. It's very painterly, which is kind of the effect that you're going to get with watercolour media. So that's good. Do I want to add anything more to it though? Let me think. Right, if I put a little bit more of this ultramarine, like a touch more, and then don't water it down, maybe that won't look so bad. I say don't water it down, but then I'm there straight away thinking, oh, that needs a little bit of water just to blend it out slightly. I think that's going to do though. I wonder if we just pick up a little bit of this dark indigo straight from the pencil and then just try and neaten this up a little bit. Literally just dabbing this on because you don't need to barely touch it at all for you to get pigment. They are really lovely pencils. I should use them more often actually. What do I think then? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I do like the painterly look that it's got going on. The watery look. Feels very in keeping with the subject, so. What did I say in the other video? Try and find a part of the colouring that you really like, and that is what I like about it. I don't really know why I've just added more pigment to that ring because now it doesn't look blended at all. If I just do a little bit more water, please hold up while I just do that. I think I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it. I need somebody to literally pull me away when I'm at this stage of just messing around with it. Do I want to add anything more? I don't know. Do we need any white gel pen in this? Maybe a little bit in the middle of the ring. I don't know whether that makes any difference whatsoever. What else? Oh, I'll tell you what would be really fun if we got a really small tipped pigment liner, 0.05, just making sure it works. What if we had a HMS sign on it? So let's try it. HMS. I'm just going straight over my white gel pen now, so that's going to make my pen stop working. HMS, which I'm pretty sure means Her Majesty's Service, I think. HMS. HMS what? HMS. HMS July. How about that? It's not perfect. There we go. Happy. Hope you are too. We've got 2 more left and I will see you tomorrow.